Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
We're so glad that you're brave enough to rock it right with two busy blondes on the go, showing off life in Louisiana. We're so glad that you could spend a little time with us. We're going to introduce you to some amazing women, and we're going to welcome back Will Wesley and Phil Chandler. They've been on tour all over the U.S., and we're really excited that they're going to play in studio. We're going to talk a little bit about self-care and treating yourself well with Meghan Hemingway. She's the owner of Mystic Aesthetics. I always get tongue-tied with aesthetics.
I know, it's that drink, right, Betsy?
That's right. And then we are going to talk with Judge Tony Higginbotham and Whitney Higginbotham Green about the generational wisdom and motivation to be more involved and to make a huge difference in your community and your state. And I'm really looking forward to what they have to say. And then we're going to talk a little bit about medical research, which is so important.
So important. And we've got with us Cindy Knox, who is the clinical director of research over at Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, and all the clinical trials that they have going on over there right now. So,
well, cutting edge. Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, has been our sponsor for a long time, and they really do have an amazing research facility there. But in our Partners One studio, we're so thankful for Partners One being our studio sponsor. We have Meghan Hemingway, who is a master esthetician. That word tongue-ties me.
Yeah, that's a big word there.
And she is the owner and founder of Mystic Aesthetics.
Aesthetic,
singular. And so we're really excited that you could come. We're excited about spotlighting your business and what you do. And so tell us a little bit about exactly what you offer now, and then a little bit about your background.
Okay, so Mystic Aesthetic is kind of bred out of necessity. I opened 3 weeks before quarantine in a personal care services industry, which was not necessarily the best time, but God's plan, right? So anyway, actually what I wanted to offer initially is kind of, it's taken on a new life. But primarily, I'm focused on doing holistic treatments, using organic skincare, sustainably sourced skincare as well. I'm very cognizant about, like I said, sustainability and helping to restore the skin's microbiome. Something I learned in medical aesthetics was that a lot of the products that we use, not just what's in the bottle, but the actual bottle itself is actually deteriorating not only your skin, but it is actually affecting your immune system. So skin goes hand in hand with the immune system. Not a lot of people know that your skin is actually the largest organ in your body, of your body. It holds it all together, or literally we'd fall apart. So that being said, it is actually your first line of defense with immunities, and also it is your excretion of toxins. So whenever that's out of whack, it's going to be all bets off. So speaking of Mary Bird Perkins, actually, oncology aesthetics is also a burgeoning field in aesthetics. So I do offer that to cancer patients as well. I keep a very sterile environment, even pre-quarantine and pre-COVID. I've always had, hand sanitizing stations. I've always made sure that we clean with even like Cavi wipes, which is like the industry standard for hospitals, etc. I always wear gloves. That was something that confused people too with a spa, and I was like, no, this is because my stuff is transferring to you and vice versa, so also keeping in mind that my health is as important as well.
Absolutely.
So like I said, to keep in a sterile environment, making sure that the entire patient is looked after, which goes back to the holistic.
So
aspect.
talk about some of the services that you offer there, because
Sure.
there's a couple of them I had questions about. Because
Sure.
I look to yours. Talk about, if somebody was looking to see your services offered, talk about some of them specifically.
So for a long time, microdermabrasion was top 3 for I think 20 years or something. So now, of course, with injectables, Botox has pushed up in there. So I believe it's still in the top 5 most received procedures, most requested in aesthetics. So microdermabrasion is not only going to exfoliate the skin. A lot of people think it ends there, but it's actually got a really, really high-powered vacuum. So what it's doing, and when done properly, you start at the top of the face, you start at the neck, and you work your way around, and you open up the lymphatic system, and you're pushing down the toxins throughout the chest. So that's a big thing, too, is lymphatic drainage. So microdermabrasion addresses that. Also do, even more holistic than microderm, is going to be facial cupping. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that.
I've heard a little bit about it, but explain, because I bet there's a lot of people who haven't heard.
So facial cupping, again, it's lymphatic drainage. Think about it like microdermabrasion, but without the sandblasting that happens with the microderm. So
without the cat licking.
Correct. Everybody says that. I love that. Yep. So yes, it's essentially just a little suction cup that's got a glass globe, a little glass cylinder with a silicone squishy thing on the other end, and I'm doing the same manipulation. So whether it's lymphatic drainage with microderm, cupping, even goisha, which is like a facial scraping.
Yes, that's the one I was like,
Yeah.
what is that?
It's the same thing. So it's actually moving your lymph. It's getting your blood flow to the areas that need it again. Because I don't know, most people don't know, but your face is the only place on your whole body that your muscle is actually attached to your skin. No other place is that the case. That's why facial reflexology, goisha, skin scraping, facial cupping, and lymphatic drainage from the face down in general is paramount to skincare and to your immune system in general.
And the lymphatic system, I think people underestimate the power to cleanse and remove toxins from your whole body. But whenever somebody feels sick or feels bad, it kind of shows up in their eyes and their skin.
Absolutely.
So you might be able to see something, as Kay has been an OBGYN forever. And
Forever. Y'all heard that.
Forever.
Y'all heard that. Forever. That's
Okay.
how old I am.
Okay, so at least 27 years or so, which is
I got it. I'm
a
just
career.
teasing you, Betsy. You couldn't tell from my face.
No,
although I might
absolutely
be
Y'all both
not.
look great. Y'all both look great.
Absolutely not. But I mean, people, you could look at a patient, look at their skin, look at their eyes, and you know the difference when somebody feels well
Correct.
and when they don't.
Correct.
And oftentimes women and men ignore self-care. And so the point of going to someone and have them just manipulate your skin, massage you, put
Right.
different things, you feel like you're doing something for yourself. And it's
Right.
also something that's maybe would help, reveal some health issues
Absolutely.
you might have.
Absolutely. And I think with wearing all the masks, I know I'm recovering right now from maskne. It
know.
has been
Yes.
fierce because not only am I smothered in my personal life, going out to the grocery store and all that, but I'm doing it in procedures as well. But that not only has an impact with acne, it's actually doing even
Absolutely.
more so,
Absolutely.
And then on the heels of 5 years in the medical and plastic surgery arena of aesthetics, like I said, using poor, in my opinion, more toxic products. So I've been in a remission, so to speak, for about 1.5 years with my skin, and that's actually what brought me into skincare in general. Was I suffered a lot from cystic acne and several other perioral dermatitis, which again, when your immune system is down and weak, that's all going to present. So I think everybody right now is like going, okay, no mask, now what?
But I think too, because we normally did not have that covered constantly, it's not breathing. I have heard lots of people say there's a lot of facial acne in this area where the mask was covering. And not to say too, I mean, one of the things that people did, which you would never do, like when you're doing healthcare, you take a mask, you put it on, you wear it for a little bit, you throw it away, right? People wore these masks, they dropped them in their purse, they
100%.
shoved them in the bottom of their purse, they got up out of their car, it dropped on the nasty street,
I'm
they
guilty.
picked it up, they stuck it right on their face so they could go in the grocery store.
Because you had to.
Otherwise you couldn't go inside. But
Right.
people did that, and I think that's kind of
Right.
contributed to a lot of this, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, for those people that
Skin
are watching
issues
on
down
TV,
there.
they can see you have gorgeous skin. You have
Oh,
a
thank you.
gorgeous complexion. Trust me when I tell you, if you're listening on radio, Meghan Hemingway has beautiful skin, a beautiful complexion, beautiful bright eyes. And so tell us some of the things that you can offer people that are just some very simple ways that maybe you just assess them and just something that,
Sure.
you know, kind of as the process. Let's say Kay and I were coming to spend the day.
Okay,
And then
so-
we also want to hear about your background, how you got into this.
Sure.
But
And we told you we wanted to look 20 years younger. When
I can
we
do
walked.
that.
at least
I can do
20.
that. I can definitely do 10.
15. That's why.
Right.
And with diet exercise, we can definitely get to 20. But I would say what separates me from other estheticians and other skincare specialists and facilities that offer skincare is that I actually offer this has kind of been my MO from the beginning, is a phone consultation. An initial, hey, let's get together. I want to know what your concerns are. I want to know what you see, and then I want to tell you what I see, and then we come up with a plan, and not just let's figure it out today, but a long-term plan. Let's establish some short-term goals, like do you have an event this weekend? But also, what do you want to look like in a year, in 2 years? You know, because quick fixes are great, but that's exactly what they are.
Well, and a lot of it is tied to their diet and exercise
Correct.
and their general health that they're doing you know, that all the things that you're doing, they need to be doing everything to kind of help
Sure.
their skin
Balance.
be healthier. You
Absolutely.
Balancing your health.
So the phone consultation to me is paramount, and now with all we've had all these restrictions, it's really nice to just get in there that day for your procedure, and we almost know exactly what we're doing. Now sometimes people lay down on the bed, I'm like, you know what, you might need an extra little, like a mask, or you might need the skin scraping, or you might need a dermaplane because you've got some peach fuzz and you've got an event this weekend.
Right.
So really, like I said, assessing that up front. And I would say one of the biggest procedures that I offer that, as far as I know, nobody in town really does, at least with the quality of equipment that I have, is microcurrent. So what it is it actually mimics your heartbeat, so it's bioidentical to your heartbeat. So it syncs up with your heartbeat and resets it to what it was supposed to be. So your frequency all over your body is reset, which we know a burgeoning field too. Not just it has been in aesthetics, but they're using it in all type of medicine now, which is sound frequency.
And so this would be instead of Botox, or
Well,
instead of
not
what?
in lieu of. I mean, I'm a proponent for Botox. I do believe in it. I believe in fillers. I'm not here to say, and I unfortunately don't have any because I don't work in that field anymore. But I'm not here to say that does not have its place, because it absolutely
There
does.
are some people who don't want
Correct.
to do that, and
Right.
they can
Or
get,
pain. They don't want the pain. They
Right,
don't want the.
absolutely. That's me. I'm a
Yeah.
wimp. I mean, you
And like
know,
y'all are always on.
You know, I don't want a needle that I don't need to have. So a lot
And it's
of
low
folks would-
risk.
right. That's the key.
Non-invasive.
Non-invasive, low risk. Literally, the only contraindications are pregnancy, and if you have any implanted heart device, or anything that would affect that connectivity with the sound frequency mimicking your heartbeat. So again, it's a cellular reset is what it's doing.
Okay, and so tell us, because I think we're all out of time.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know, where are you located?
So I'm in Sola in City Place, which is right off of Corporate. It's right where the old movie theater that's been shut down for a while now. And we're next door to Jason's Deli, and I think there's an Albasha on the other side. There is.
Sounds good. Well, we're
if
going
you
to have
look
to
at our-
go check
yeah.
it out, and then
Yes,
folks can see
absolutely.
what we look like when we're done. But,
That's right. And if you go to our Facebook page at Rock It Right Entertainment, we're going to give you all the ways that you can reach Miss Hemingway, Meghan Hemingway, the owner of Mystic Aesthetica. And we're going to be right back with Judge Tony Higginbotham and Whitney Higginbotham Green. Stay tuned.
Thank you, ladies.